Good evening. Australian cricket is tonight in crisis after captain Steve Smith and WA youngster Cameron Bancroft admitted to pre-planned cheating. Smith has stood down as captain for the remainder of this test after ball tampering was sensationally caught on camera.
The blackest of days for Australian cricket, a piece of yellow tape, and batsman Cameron Bancroft is caught red-handed.
I'm going to come on and say it, in my opinion, I think he's tampered with the ball.
You've got to own up, you've been caught. You've got to own up and say, well, what was it that you were hiding? It's as simple as that. You can't have that in the game.
It was left to captain Steve Smith to make the stunning admission that he had cheated.
The leadership group knew about it. We spoke about it at lunch, and I'm not proud of what's happened. You know, it's not within the spirit of the game. My integrity, the team's integrity, the leadership group's integrity has come into question, and rightfully so. On 9 Sports Sunday, Smith's predecessor, Michael Clarke, was clearly rattled to the core.
I've no doubt in my mind Steve Smith will be sitting in his hotel room right now in tears. I've no doubt in my mind that every past Australian cricketer will be absolutely shattered.
Cameras caught Bancroft roughing up the ball using dirt on the piece of tape. When coach Darren Lehman knew he'd been busted, he radioed Peter Hanscom.
He goes onto the field to tell Cameron Bancroft, you've been caught. And Bancroft then goes, oh my God, the umpires are going to find out here, I've got to hide this. Takes it out of his pocket and puts it down his pants. Premeditated cheating. When quizzed by umpires, Bancroft produced a sunglass cover, not the yellow tape.
Once I was, sighted on the screens, and having done that, I panicked quite a lot, and that obviously resulted in me shoving it down my trousers.
It was a desperate tactic. By roughing up the ball, the hope was that the umpires would replace it with another ball that might offer some reverse swing.
Poor choice, and we're deeply regrettable, I guess, our actions.
This is a shocking disappointment, and it's wrong, and I look forward to Cricket Australia taking decisive action soon.
Ball tampering accusations aren't new. There was Michael Atherton in 1994, Tendulkar in 2001 and du Plessis in 2016. What has stunned the cricket world this time is the degree of planning, which Smith says did not involve Darren Lehman.
Saw an opportunity to potentially use some tape, get some granules from the rough patches on the wicket, and tried to change the ball condition.
The story is shot around the world. One South African paper saying the test had gone nuclear. In London, former England captain Michael Vaughan saying Smith's career would never recover. In India, the headline shouted Smith was fighting for his job and his reputation.
If it was the leadership group that hatched this plot, well, you've got to assume that the next potential leader is amongst that leadership group.
Cricket Australia is sending 2 officials to South Africa to gather more information before deciding on Smith's future as captain.
Australian cricket fans want to be proud of their cricket team. They want to be proud of the Australian cricket team. And I think this morning they have every reason to wake up and not be proud of the team. It's a very sad day for Australian cricket.
Steve Smith's such a great young man. He's got a heart of gold, and I just think he's made a big mistake, unfortunately.
I'm incredibly sorry.
Mark Burrows, 9 News.
And West Australian cricket legends have come to the defence of Cameron Bancroft. They say he's the victim of a concerning culture growing within the Australian team.
A potentially career-defining decision which will haunt the 25-year-old West Australian.
Just as Greg Chappell's had to wear the underarm incident, Smith and Cam Bancroft are going to have to live with this for the rest of their lives.
Fellow West Aussie Brad Hogg has known Bancroft since he was 13. He says the young batsman has been thrown under the bus by team leaders.
It's a very tough environment in that situation where you've got senior players talking about doing something, and as a young player you can get influenced.
It's still not acceptable, but I do feel a bit sorry for him.
I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, and you know, I want to be here because, you know, I'm accountable for my actions as well.
The scandal raising concerns of a culture problem within the Australian ranks.
They've got to change the way that they approach the game, both on and off the field.
There's been a suspicion that this has been going on for some time in cricket and more widespread than just Australia.
Former captain Kim Hughes wants Bancroft banned from the 4th Test and Smith stripped of the captaincy permanently.
The captain takes full responsibility for the players' behaviour on the field.
I'm not proud of what's happened, and you know, I've got to live with the consequences.
Nathan Brooks, 9 News.